Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you'll need a light set of dumbbells and a chair and some water for hydration, and that's it. We are going to work on strength. Let's get warmed up. Now keep your chair handy. If you need it for light touch, stand directly behind it. I'm going to stand in the center of my space so you can see me a little bit better, but feel free to stand directly behind your chair. Have your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders with your toes pointing straight ahead. Lengthen through the spine and brace your abdominals, wrapping your abdominals around the midsection and feeling them tighten and squeeze your torso. Take a big deep breath in, reaching up, stretch up. Open the chest, squat down, lift up and roll the shoulders. Again, stretch up, open the chest, squat down, lift up and roll the shoulders. Let's do that 2 more times. Stretch up, open the chest, squat down, lift up and roll the shoulders. 1 more time. Stretch right up, open the chest, squat down, lift up and roll the shoulders. Now, little semi-squats. Sitting back, keep your chest facing forward. Do 4 more times. Sit back through your hips, hinging at the hips. Now alternating reaches up, tap the toe. Palm faces in, thumb back. Just tap the toe. Give me a slight bend of the knees. Reach right up. 4, 3, 2. Now reach across. Swivel the feet. Rotate through your hips. Thumb up. Press your shoulders down. Pull back through your opposite elbow. Keep a proud chest and keep that abdominal brace. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Reach for your knees. Shift your weight side to side, sitting back, hinging at the hips. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold to the right. Sink down, bend the knee. Now, pull back and bend. Just the right leg bends. Keep your left leg straight. 4 more. Stretch back. Squeeze between your shoulder blades as you reach up. 2 more times. Reach back through your shoulder blades. Draw your elbows back. Now rotate round and press your heel to the floor, feeling a stretch through your lower leg into the calf. Lift that heel up, lift your body upright, bend both knees, dipping down, feeling a stretch in the front of your hip. Lift your chest. Now let's combine those 2 stretches. Press the heel and bend the knee. Press the heel, stretch back through your arms. Press and lift up. Open to the front. Bring your hands onto your thighs, squat down and open through your inner thighs. Hold this, drop your right shoulder down, look up over the left. Other side. Come to the center, squat down, bring your toes point straight ahead, lift up and roll your shoulders. Shift your weight side to side shifts. 4, 3, 2, hold to the left, sink down. Now lift up, pull back. Step out a little wider if you need more of a stretch. Feeling a stretch in the right inner thigh. 2 more times. Sitting back, hinging at the hip. 1 more time. Rotate round. Press your heel to the floor. Stretching through your calf. Now lift that heel, lift the body upright, bend the knees, dip down. Bring your hands towards your shoulders. Let's combine the stretches. Press the heel and bend the knee. Press and bend. 2 more times. Press. Feel that stretch in the calf and then in the front of the hip as you bend the knees. Now hold it here, rotate to the front, drop your left shoulder down, look over the right. Other side, come to the center, squat down, toes forward, lift up, and roll your shoulders back. We are going to get started with our strength moves. Let's pick up your dumbbells. Bend your knees to get there and start with your feet hip distance apart. Now this is a really fun class. It's really going to strengthen your lower body and your upper body and your core. 4 moves we'll do for 2 sets. Lift your chest and lunge your left leg back. We're going to stay on one side. Lunge back and lift up. Keep the dumbbells in the fingers rather than the palms of your hands. Step back onto the ball of your foot and keep your feet hip distance apart. Bend your back knee. There's so much to think about, isn't there? Strengthening your lower body, but more the right leg than the left leg. So you may feel a little more fatigue in your right leg. And lift up tall. Bend both knees. You're almost there. You got 15 more seconds. Slow down if you need to. Keep going if you can. Take a break if you must. 1 more rep. Good. Now take a little step to your left. Bring your feet closer together. Roll your shoulders back and lengthen through your spine. Side lunge with 2 rows. Feet are together. Brace your core. Let's go. Lunge, hinge forward. Row 2 times. Step in and come upright. Big step out. Hinge at the hip. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. Sit back through the hips and then come up tall. Lunge to the side. Drive your elbows up and lift up tall. Hinge at the hips. Drive your elbows back. Come up tall. Step all the way out. Elbows up and step in. Brace your abdominals the whole time. Do 1 more. Lunge, hinge, row, row, and come up tall. Okay, we're done with that on that side. We've got a hinge with some biceps and triceps. Stand on your right leg and kickstand the left leg. Do a hammer curl, palms of the hands face in, hammer curl, hinge, press back, bring your hands to your shoulders, lift the body upright and bring your hands down. Hands to shoulders, elbows high as you hinge, press. Strengthening the back of your arms, your triceps. These are the muscles that make it easier to push yourself off the floor, as well as your core. Your core is working really hard here. Your gluteal on the right side, your hamstring, the back of your thigh on the right side. So right lower body, total body for the core, and triceps both sides. 1 more time. Hands to shoulders. Hinge at the hip. Press back. Hands to shoulders. Lift and bring the hands down. Put 1 dumbbell down. Just put it on your chair. We're going to do a golf chop. This is for the core, but it really works the whole body. Bring your feet wide apart and slightly turn your toes out. Squat down, bring the dumbbell between your legs and lift up and chop it over your shoulder. Swivel your left foot. Now let's do that again, same side. Chop, squat and chop. So we move slow, then we move fast. Slow and fast. Sit back, lift up. A little bit like shoveling snow. I live in California, so I never get that blessing. Squat and chop. Brace your abdominals as you bring it over the shoulder. Sit back. One more. Let's pick up your other dumbbell and do everything on the other side. Rear lunge. Right leg lunges back. Let's go. Lunge and step in. Keep your feet hip distance apart. That makes it a little easier to balance. Rear lunge always challenges balance as well as strengthens the glutes, your bottom, your hamstring, the back of your thigh, and your core because you're holding dumbbells. So for the core here, brace your abdominals just like you did in the warm-up. Feel your abdominals wrap around your midsection. So your abdominals are firmly holding on to your midsection. Lunge back and step in. Step back onto the ball of your foot and bend your back knee. One more time. Very good. Take a little step to your right. Side lunge with 2 rows. Feet together, shoulders roll down your back, lift your chest and brace your core. Let's go. Lunge, row, row, and step in. Again, big step out. All 10 toes face forward. Drive your elbows up. When you row, squeeze between your shoulder blades so you feel the muscles in your upper back, the muscles between your shoulder blades are working. This is an important one for posture. Core works really hard here, even though it's a total body movement. Core is definitely doing some hard work. Big step out, 2 rows, and step in. Hinge at the hip, drive your elbows up, and step in. Sit back, 2 rows, and step in. Done. Okay, hinge, biceps, and triceps. Stand on your left leg and kickstand your right leg. Lift your chest and roll your shoulders back. Hammer curl. That's a hammer grip. Hinge at the hip. Press back. Hands to shoulders. Now lift in one piece and bring your hands down. Again, hands to shoulders. Hinge at the hips. Elbows high. Press back. Lift up. And come down. Again, up. Hinge at the hips. Sit back. Press right back. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Lift and come down. Hands to shoulders. Hinge. Sit back. Keep your elbows high and close to the body. Last one. Hinge at the hip. Press back. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Lift and bring the hands down. Now let's put one dumbbell down on your chair. Golf chop. Lace your fingers and loop your thumbs. Feet wide and slightly turned out. About shoulder distance, slightly wider. Golf chop. Bring it between the legs and over your left shoulder. Same side. Squat and over the shoulder. Slow and fast. So we use some power on the way up. Squat and power up. Swivel your right foot. Let the whole body move on the chop. Sit back and chop. Squat down as low as you can in a doable range of motion. This core movement doesn't just work the core, it works the whole body. Sit back and chop. You've got one more. Let's put your dumbbell down and grab a quick sip of water before we move to the next set. Let's pick up your dumbbells. Feet close together. Side squat. Your left leg's going to move out and in. Let's go. Side squat and step in. Stay square to me. Keep your feet parallel. Keep your chest up and sit back. This is going to be a shoulder set, so it's going to be challenging. We're going to work total body, but we're going to give some love to the shoulders. Draw yourself up from your right leg. Don't push so much with the left leg to come up. Push your right foot into the floor to come up. Pull your shoulders back. Lift your chest and brace your abdominals. One more. Very nice. Okay, here we go for the shoulders. Step your right leg forward, hip distance apart. Step your left leg back onto the ball of your foot. Split squat, curl, press. Other side, split squat, curl, press. Bend both knees, press up. So you're doing a curl with both hands and a press with just one hand. Bend both knees. So bend your back knee. Stay on the ball of the back foot. That's going to challenge your balance. As you just saw, I lost mine. Press up. Bend, curl, press. One more each side. Last one. Good. Okay, shake out your legs a little bit. Two more moves. Bring your feet wide apart, about shoulder distance or slightly wider. Dumbbells at the front of your shoulders. Semi-squat, dip, press. Bring it down. Dip, press. Now we're going to make this a little bit more challenging. If you want, dip, press. Dip, drive the hip. Dip, press. Dip, press. Dip, press. Rotate the hip. A little bit like the golf chop, you swivel the foot. Swivel the foot. Press. Again, dip, press. Swivel the foot, press. One more each side. Dip, press. Press. Now put one dumbbell on your chair. Core. Here's our core move. Hold the dumbbell at the end in both hands firmly. Bring it behind the head and chop. Round the head and chop down. Going to work on a little mobility in your upper back and shoulders as you strengthen the core. Notice your feet are swiveling. Rotate the body as you chop down. Now here's the breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is very athletic. Maybe you've never done it before. It's a challenging move. It's called a halo with a chop, also known as a ribbon, because it's shaped like a ribbon. Behind the head and chop. One more. Okay, let's pick up your other dumbbell. Back to the side squat, but now we do the other side. Feet together, standing tall, shoulders back, chest lifted, core braced. Step your right leg out. Sink down and lift up. Side squat. Push your left foot into the floor to come up. Sit back through your hips. When you come up tall. Pull your shoulders back. Sitting back. Lift up tall. Good, that's it. Sitting back and lifting up. Almost there. 2 more. 1 more. Whew, okay. You can feel your heart rate up a little bit, can't you? Those whole body movements like that get your heart rate up a bit. Have your left leg forward, right leg back in a split stance. Find your balance. Squat, curl, and press. So it's a squat, curl, right press. Now, squat, curl, left press. There it is. Squat, curl, and press. Keep the palms of your hands facing in. Thumbs point back. Bend both knees. Press up. Keep your elbows close to the side of the body, straight under your shoulders on the curl. Press up, strengthening your arms and shoulders. 1 more each side. Very good. Okay, 2 more moves, and then we cool down. Bring your feet about shoulder distance or slightly wider. Dumbbells up to the shoulders. Let's start. Dip, press, and bring it down. Dip, press. So you're sitting back on the dip. Dip the hips back, press, and bring it down. Now you can keep doing it without rotation, or if you want, dip, press, and bring it down. Press. Swivel the foot. Dip. Press. Press. Push. Yeah. Swivel the foot. Rotate through the hips. Dip. Press. Elbows are in front of the body. Dip. Press. Dip, press. 1 more each side. Dip, press. Here's the last one. Dip, press, core. 1 dumbbell goes onto the floor, out of the way. Hold the end of the dumbbell in both hands firmly. Bring your hands behind your head, dumbbell behind the head, and chop. Inhale, exhale. So it's slow, and then it's fast. Slow and quick. Bring the dumbbell down beside the body, not in behind it, but beside it. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Getting some mobility in your upper back, shoulder girdle area. So important. Swivel a foot, chop it down. Move the hips. Last one. Let's put your dumbbell down out of the way. Let's get your chair. We're going to do a couple of standing stretches using your chair, and then we'll do some seated stretches on the chair. Come to the right side of your chair. Right hand on the hip, right leg forward, left hand on the chair, hinge forward at the hip, point and flex the foot. Hold it here, hinge a little deeper. Now, step back and press your heel to the floor and lift your chest. Lift the back heel up, dip down, and feel a stretch through the front of the hip and the front of the thigh. Lift your chest up, step in. Other side, I'm just going to move my chair. Bring your hand onto your thigh, step your left leg forward. Hinge at the hip and feel that stretch down the hamstring. Point, flex, point, flex. Hold it here, go a little deeper, then rock forward, step back with your right foot and press the heel to the floor. Lift up, feel a stretch through your calf. Lift the heel up, dip down, drop your tailbone down, feel a stretch through the front of your thigh and a little bit in the front of the hip. And come up. Let's take a seat in your chair. Oh, feels good to sit down, doesn't it? That was challenging. Rotate to the side. Step your leg back. Lift your chest up and take the right hand and reach up. Stretch towards the back, lean towards the back of your chair. Lift up and rotate round. Step back through your left leg onto the ball of your foot, drop the knee and take your left hand and reach up. Stretch up and release. Come back to the front. Sit facing forward with your feet about shoulder distance apart. Take your right hand, reach up. Reach it in between your shoulder blades and lift up. Other side, left hand, reach and lean and lift. Take your ankle and cross it over the other ankle. Hinge forward at the hip. Just getting an easy stretch in the hip to increase the intensity. Flex the ankle, cross it, and hinge forward. Slowly release. Other side, either cross down, hinging forward, or crossed high and hinging forward. Deep stretch for the hips. And slowly release. Roll your shoulders back. Again, roll your shoulders back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale and rotate to the side. Place your hand on the outside of the knee. Other hand on the back of the chair. Rotate, look back. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale and rotate round. Place your hand on the back of the chair, lift up and rotate back. Come back to the front. Inhale, reach all the way up. Thumbs back, palms in. Exhale, open through your chest, pull your elbows back, hands come down, roll your shoulders back, tilt your head to one side. lift up, tilt your head to the other side, and lift up. Roll your shoulders back. We are done. I hope you feel energized and strong. Thanks so much for joining me. Can't wait to move with you again. Enjoy the rest of your day.